Hi everybody, my name is Gaia from Life of Gaia, and today's video is about moving into a new home. And today's video is specifically for new homeowners, realtors, designers, decorators, or really for anyone who is about to move into a new space or wants to change the energy of the space. So you may be renting a new home, you may be moving into a new office. Now let's take a look at the space. And the energy in that space. Now, a lot of you may have noticed, for example, when you've gone house hunting, that you go from one house to the next, and there's a very specific energy that you feel the second that you walk into the house, right? And it's very different from one house to the next. Now, why is that? That is because human beings, animals, plants all emit different types of energies that tend to stay in spaces. Sometimes it's a good energy, sometimes it's a bad energy, but it definitely infuses the space in a living environment. And this energy you might find feels stagnant, or it feels negative, or sometimes it may even feel happy and joyful, which is wonderful. So how do we go about actually changing this energy, especially when you are moving into a new space? And how you change it is by performing a smudging ritual or a spiritual cleanse. And it's to energetically cleanse a space and invite positive energy into that space. Now, these smudging rituals or smoke offerings have been found in many traditions throughout the years and in history, from Buddhism to Native Americans, and actually in many spiritual traditions. And what it is, it's using the smoke and the energy in smoke to infuse an environment and change the energy in it. So let's take a look at what energy you want to create and bring into your home or your sacred space, which is so important. First of all, let's look at the items that you need. So a very basic smudge kit could be a good way to start. And one of the most popular or favorite ones is this California white sage or white sage. It has a beautiful scent and it has antibacterial and antimicrobial properties for the air. A great one to use. Then there are other ones such as cedar, herba santa, palo santo, which has an amazing scent, and even sweetgrass, a little bit less popular or less well known, but an incredible scent too. So you would ask, what is a good smudging method once that you have all your items ready? Well, there are many different smudging methods from all over the world. And a lot of them claim to be right, or others claim that ones are wrong. But really what I believe is you should pick a smudging ritual that feels right to you and that resonates with you. So listen to what your heart feels and go with that. The second part of a smudging method is to have an intention or a prayer. Lots of people have specific prayers that they repeat during smudging rituals. Some just simply sit with an intention and sort of carry that intention silently as they walk through their space. There are so many. We have many smudging prayers on our website, and I would encourage you, I'd love to hear from you guys and what your smudging rituals and prayers are. Please feel free to add them in the comments below. But what I wanted to do today was to share my particular and personal smudging ritual. So what I do is I first prepare all my items and have them ready, and then I sit quietly and create an intention for the space and what I want to create in the space. So it may be something as simple as just clearing the space of bad energy and bringing in joy and peace and love to the space and to everyone who enters the space, and that they may leave and take this beautiful, peaceful energy out into the world. And again, please feel free to choose one that works for you and that speaks to your heart. So what I do is I then take my smudging items, but before doing that, I open one of the main windows or doors in the house. This is to create airflow and to also let out bad energy or bad vibes of that kind. And then once that's open, I light my my sage or my Palo Santo, okay, like this. And what I do, please make sure to always loosen the leaves so that it burns well. There we go, it's burning beautifully. Now what I do is I walk this smudge stick through the house and I waft the smoke into all the different spaces and over myself, making sure that it goes into all the areas of the house. Now again, everyone has different rituals, different ways of doing that, but what I prefer to do is I walk through the house in a clockwise direction and I basically go around all the openings like this, all right, repeating my intention. I walk it, you can walk it through your kitchen, through your living area. Very important if you're working from home to smudge over your workspace, your sleeping area, and then yourself, taking time and doing it slowly and moving through the areas and creating this beautiful, peaceful energy. And you'll see that it starts to sort of get a sense of peace. The space has a sense of peace almost immediately, and it's beautiful. Once you have finished, please make sure that you either put your smudge stick out in a fireproof container or in an abalone shell, or extinguish it until it's completely put out, for example, in some sand. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and I'd like to congratulate you on your new space or your new home or wherever it is. It's a sacred space, and so make it as beautiful and as peaceful as you can. And please remember to always smudge respectfully and acknowledge the spirit of these wise and beautiful plants. And know that for me personally, that it is my wish that when you use these sacred plants for smudging, that the subtle scent of the earth reaches in and gently whispers love into your soul. With much love and gratitude from me, Gaia.